It's New York City Half Marathon weekend, and although I'm not running it this year, I wanted to cheer on other runners as well as check out the vegan foodie scene. So it's time for Jesse and I to hop on a train and head north to explore New York City and see what it has to offer. Alright, so one of the places I've always wanted to check out when in New York is this place called Red Bamboo, the vegan comfort food place. Let's take a look. Located in Greenwich Village, Red Bamboo is a vegan comfort food restaurant that may seem like a hidden gem when it comes to vegan food. Their menu is pretty much a fusion of Asian, Creole, Caribbean cuisine with a touch of Southern comfort. And I feel like you can't go wrong with anything on the menu. We started off with 2 orders of spring rolls, crab rangoon, and dumplings. The spring rolls and dumplings definitely hit the spot, but the star of the show was the crab rangoon. Now I've had crab rangoon before, but this was something else. It was every bit savory and crunchy like I remember, and having these served with a sweet chili dipping sauce made it oh so good.
Oh wow. Wow. Very, very good.
I feel like if I ordered just the appetizers, I would have been all set for dinner. I mean, I might just go back and do just that.
It's so good.
Now, Jesse and I decided to split the Southern fried chicken, and I'm glad we did because there was quite a bit.
It's good.
I told you.
This is actually very good.
Yeah, I told you it's amazing.
We're gonna make some like sauce on there.
Yeah, barbecue sauce. I don't know what this is.
I don't know what this is.
It looks like barbecue sauce. And like honey mustard.
It's like a barbecue sauce. It's smoky. Okay, I don't know what this sauce is, but it's amazing.
We had talked to a couple sitting across from us, and they had suggested getting the veggie lo mein, and I will most certainly come back just for that. Okay, so Red Bamboo was absolutely delicious. We got the chicken, and I feel like that is something that's worth sharing as opposed to having one, especially if you're going to have some sides alongside with it. But it was actually really good. I definitely do want to go back again, but we have other places to go, so we'll check in with them tomorrow. Saturday morning, and we're going to go pick up some bagels, some coffee, and possibly some vegan cookies. We went to Zucker's to get bagels, and I got an everything bagel with tofu cream cheese. Then we went to a coffee shop called Frame Coffee. Now, Jesse, as the photographer, of course, fell in love with this place. I mean, old school cameras and coffee, that's a perfect combination. Okay, got my coffee, we got our bagels, and now it's time to get 2 cookies that are not necessarily from a vegan bakery, but they happen to have a vegan option when it comes to cookies. Now this place, Levant Bakery, just blew my mind when it comes to cookies and other baked goods. Now a little bit of a backstory for owners Pam and Connie. They are both triathletes. Their walnut chocolate chip cookie was actually a happy accident. They made these cookies, which are vegan, to keep energy levels high during training. Who knew fueling with chocolate chip walnut cookies could actually become legendary in New York? After that, we went back to the hotel and finished our bagels and coffee. We wanted to make sure we had some time off of our feet because my sister was running the New York City Half Marathon the next day. So we're continuing our vegan foodie tour of New York City, and we find ourselves at a place that I'm actually very excited about. Not only because there's pizza there, but it's an all-vegan pizza shop. And that place is called Screamer's Pizza. This Brooklyn-based pizza shop has some of the best pizza I've ever had, although some of the options were a little limited when we got there. Now, this pizza shop actually brought me back to the late 80s, early 90s when it comes to decor. And honestly, I actually really love it. I mean, why not have the iconic Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles represented in a pizza shop? The first slice I had was called Grandma's Pizza. It's pretty much Sicilian-style pizza. It was rectangular, had a thick crust, and loaded with cheese.
This is delightful. It's very cheesy, but delicious.
Next up is buffalo cauliflower.
This one is dynamite. I think there's like some kind of like spinach pesto on here. What kind of pesto is on there? I think it's like spinach pesto.
It looks like.
I feel like it needs a little bit more like sauce on there, which I could have actually purchased that separately, but it's actually very good.
After the pizza shop, we headed back to the hotel to settle in to get ready for race morning. We are getting ourselves some baked goods and coffee from a vegan pastry shop called Clementine Bakery. We grabbed our coffee, as well as a cinnamon roll, which always is a classic at a bakery, as well as avocado toast. Now, this avocado toast was a little bit different than I'm used to having. Now, of course, it had avocado on there, but it also had pickled radishes on there, which was actually pretty good. After we had breakfast, we went to go cheer on the runners of the New York City Half Marathon. Alright, so our last location when it comes to foodie spots that are vegan is a place that I've been wanting to go to because it has vegan tacos. And that place is called Ja Ja Ja. Or at least I think that's the name. Now, normally I would think that this restaurant would be crazy packed, but it was St. Patrick's Day, and not a lot of people eat tacos on St. Patrick's Day. But today, that's what we did. You may be in New York City, but as soon as you walk through those doors, you're transported to south of the border. We started off with a classic appetizer of queso and tortilla chips, as well as nachos.
Yep. Definitely get the nachos as a starter. Okay, so this queso right here, absolutely delicious. Highly recommend getting the queso as a starter. Highly recommend it.
For my main course, I ended up getting a fresco burrito.
Heck yeah! Yep, get all up in and around my mouth.
This ended up being a perfect way to end our vegan foodie tour of New York City. Alright, we are just now leaving Ja Ja Ja, which I found out it's actually pronounced either Ja 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 or Ha Ha Ha. But either way, I feel like it was absolutely delicious. I definitely will be back at this location again. And that's pretty much a wrap on the New York City Vegan Foodie Tour. At the moment, I will be back again come November for the New York City Marathon.